we welcome you to this session after that energizing break. And we are going to bring in the first keynote speaker, who also happens to be our chief guest and who opened this session and declared the conference officially started. And because I introduced him in the morning, I will not introduce him again, except welcome Professor Richard Mibei to make his presentation. And after the presentation, we shall have a question and answer session, which I will moderate. So thank you very much, and welcome, Professor Mibei.
I want to be able to see our Vice Chancellor, our Deputy Vice Chancellors, the registrars who are here with us. Ladies and gentlemen, good morning again. I think it's still morning, isn't it so? Or maybe slightly now, but anyway, either way, we are all wishing each other well. So we are waiting for my slides to come, and then we proceed from there. And I think I'm hoping that when you got a chance to take a break, and I was very happy to have you to have that break with that new innovation. So that's actually it's a new innovation that I patented in July last year, and then by December I was able to. I'm still not seeing it, the presentation. By December we were working on it, and January we released the thing. The only thing that has delayed it in going to the market is because of the corona issue, which has made people really to be kind of indoors. But even then, it still will be coming. You'll be seeing it on the shelves in the supermarkets. And, you know, it's done by one of the biggest or the leading tea manufacturer in this country in East Africa, Gatepa. So those are my partners. That's why I was saying universities and industry must link together to solve existing problems that are affecting all of us. And here in Garissa, whatever industry that is around, we should make sure that we engage them so that we partner in solving problems that affect us in this region, and even then contribute globally, because that's how it goes. So yeah, are we now? It looks like we are now back on. So can I get the second? It may not be very clear from where you are, but that is the opening slide. Let's get the second one, so that we see where we are. And then, or as we are seeing it, I would want to say that the Constitution of 2010 changed a lot of things in this country, making education to be compulsory, and as such, now, looks like you are not able to see. It made it compulsory. That is really what that slide is all saying. And when it comes to education being compulsory, it means every child in this country, must go to school. And that's why you have been seeing the CS Education Professor George Makoha making sure that those ones who are finished standard 8 must go to secondary school, because the country must change. And so that is our right now. It's a right. And if it's a right, that means there should not be any chokoras anywhere in this country of ours. Why would there be chokoras? And yet the schools are open for them. It's not for the rich or the middle class or it's for everybody. So that is what we know it's supposed to be. I think let me be closer to that so that I can see if I'm missing anything. I'll be able to look at it closely. So if you can get me our second slide, then we'll be able to move from there. So actually with education, you can change a lot of things. You can change our lifestyle. You fight diseases, ignorance, and poverty. Second, can we move on? Look like, as we are moving on, why are we behind in this region? In this region, the northern part of Kenya is the country, in the region in this country which is less developed or least developed. Why is it so? It is so because of political marginalization that started way back in the colonial era. In the colonial era, what the colonialists wanted to do was to invest in areas where they could get maximum return. And as such, they could not come to this region because they were not seeing much of what they can get from here. So they concentrated in the rainfall or agriculturally friendly areas, which are in the highlands and the central part of Kenya up to western. That is where concentration was given. And as such, now this place was left the way it was for many, many years. And it will take still many years for it to change. And so that is what really happened. And so the struggles that the new constitution, which was giving every Kenyan opportunity for education, every opportunity for health, opportunity for housing, it made hope in this country. And fortunately also, the evolution which has come in, which is decentralized services from government into the grassroots, that has also greatly helped by bringing services closer to where the people are. And it's supposed to be also solving local problems. That's why when they distribute these 15% of the contributions that comes into the counties, it's supposed to handle problems that are existing within those counties. And in this part of the country, it has been hard hit by problems like drought. It's a dry land area, no water, rains are very, very scarce. So it has made life very difficult. And efforts must be made to ensure that it does not remain the way it is continuously. And that's why places like universities like this one are bringing in hope. And it should bring hope because you are here now to address the issues that affect this region, from Garissa all the way to Mandera and all the way up to Turkana area, everywhere. Every inch of the soil in this part of the country should be improved. If you go to other countries like Egypt, which has also deserts, they are improving. You go to Israel, they have improved. Because of the people who have decided that we are not going to remain like this. It is us who are here who can decide to make a change by greening the ground so that we can have agricultural activities that produce enough food, and this thing about having problems every time, you know, cows dying, people dying, it should end. So, university has a big role to play. County government also has a big role to play in this particular issue. And so, in partnering with the county government in this particular area, I'm concentrating in where we are because I can't come from Nairobi to talk about Nairobi issues. We are talking about what we should do in this part of the country. With the expertise that you have, the knowledge that you have, each of you that is seated here, there are many people seated here, besides the ones who are listening from outside. We can do something to change our lives first and also the lives of those ones around us. So that is our responsibility as a university. We have other slides that will tell you why am I speaking in confidence, because the problems that we have been having, we have been seeing conflicts, pastoralists, because of lack of resources. They fight over water, they fight over grass, they fight over a lot of things. So it has not been possible to have peace and stability and development in this region because of the lack of basic things like water, food, you know, and so many other things that human life will want to have so that they can have a quality life. So that is what has contributed to us not being able to move forward in this particular part of the country. But that must end, because we cannot complain. We must be able to come up and say, even with these problems, you know, we have opportunities. And those opportunities is what makes you and me come in to say, this is what I can do, you know, to contribute towards solving problems that are affecting us. So you who are here must play your role. The government has played this role. They have brought a university here. They are bringing roads here. They are bringing electricity here and other things. But now, even this 15% allocation to counties, this university also should be saying, in this county government, can we have a small amount to do some research that contributes toward early childhood education, environment, agriculture, peace and stability? It should go that way, because we cannot just stay without having that interaction going on. Now, it looks like what I wanted to show you is not really coming, and I'm hoping it will come at some point, because we need it actually. So why am I saying that you have a role to play? I'm saying you have a role to play because every person who has got, you know, who has been educated to your level, you have been prepared to solve problems that exist. And since you have been well prepared, no, it's not good. No, what I want. So we are having challenges of technology, and but of course, you know, these challenges also have opportunities. So the young men here, prove yourselves at some point to overcome this thing, to overcome. So why am I talking with confidence about us being able to do something? I've enumerated on the problems that are affecting this region, and believe me, there is nobody who is going to come from the east or west or north or south to come and address it adequately. It is the one who is suffering who should wake up and say, I also want to do something about what is concerning me and my neighbor and everyone else around the area. So when that thinking comes in through, then for sure we'll be okay. In my training, of course, from administration and to be, of course, being scientist and also administrator, I have actually come to the point where we are back on, so that's okay. So now, what we want to look at today is to see what you can do to contribute towards solving the problems that exist within this region. I would love to come also and contribute. But I think in partnership we should be able to do something. I'm saying this because over the years now, I have come up with innovations that have been able to contribute towards problem solving. And innovation is key for development. Innovation comes in to solve an existing problem. That's why it's an innovation. From innovation, you come into products. So innovations come in to solve a problem through the products that are developed from the innovation. So what have I done myself? Over the last several years, I've been looking at the textile industry because that's where I've been very concerned about. I've been concerned about the environment, whereby petrochemical, dyes pollute the environment. So to contribute towards having a better environment for all of us, I've actually done some research on dyes, natural dyes. And these natural dyes are environmentally friendly. They are friendly to our skins, so they are healthy to our bodies. They don't harm us in any way. They don't have side effects and so forth. So I've looked at weeds. These are useless plants that you normally see around. Wherever I can find a place where we have a lot of it, I try to collect them, extract the dye from them through boiling, and then incorporate the color which is coming from that dye into the cloth. So I've done so much of it now, and what you are seeing me wearing now is the